Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're taking a look at 10 Years of Thomas. So let's get right into it here. So, this was put out into VHS originally in 1999, specifically September 14th of 1999, and was put out about 6 years later onto DVD on August 23 of 2005. So, yeah, I would also like to point out, I believe around 2008, there was is it The Sounds of Sodor or something like that? It's the series that you press the case and they start making noises. It's really weird, but they did put that out around 2007, 2008, I want to say. I don't remember exactly. There were a few more releases. I actually have one. It's the Mud Glorious Mud one. So we'll take a look at that in due time. But let's take a look at the release here. So, yeah, pretty awesome poster right here. We have a nice kind of pearly gold outline. I think on the VHS originally it was like a shiny gold, but that's okay. Right up there we have Collector's Edition, which doesn't make any sense. I've already ranted about that before, but I don't know why it says that, because there's nothing special about this. We got 10 Years of Thomas right there. And then we have this really awesome like compilation of all the 90s sprites of the characters. So who do we got? We got Thomas, James, Percy, Henry, Mavis. Alright. Gordon, Toby, Fat Controller, his slave, Edward, we can't forget about Edward, Harold, Annie, and Clarabelle. And I'm super happy that they didn't put the 2000 sprites like this Thomas here on the front, because that would have absolutely ruined it. These look more like the models. These look more like, baby toys or something. But I love these. Really captures the essence of Thomas in the 90s, and I like that. And then right down there we have Best Friends. On the side here we have Collector's Edition. It's kind of a similar setup to the Best Ofs. So we got Thomas with that like circle behind him. DVD logo, 10 Years of Thomas right there. There's that right there. Excuse me. I'm over this cold, but I still have a bit of a cough. We got Thomas and Friends logo right there, making checks to great destinations. Screenshot from A Day Out with Thomas. Right down there is your description, and then right there is a screenshot from Gordon and the Famous Visitor. Why is that there? I have no idea, because that episode is not on here. Maybe they just chose it because it's a very celebratory screenshot where it looks like there's a party going on. I have no idea. Ask the people at Anchor Bay. Oh, wait, you can't because they went out of business. I think. I don't know. There's a little ticket stub right there that says over 1 full hour, which is kind of true. I mean, it is 63 minutes, so it's not really false advertising, but oh well, that's not really something to brag about when your release is 63 minutes. It's like, whoa, it's over an hour. Yeah, when I hear over an hour, I want to hear 70 minutes, not 63. Here's our little information hub. So we have bios of your favorite friends, Thomas' Anthem Grand Finale, Build an Engine Game, Breakfast Time for Thomas, Read Along Story, and the link to the official Thomas website. I've ranted about that for months. It's not a freaking bonus feature. Ugh. You could just type in Thomas and Friends into your browser and then you'll get the website. Our episodes are Thomas and Brody's Great Race, Old Iron, The Trouble with Mud, Terrence the Tractor, Percy's Ghostly Trick. Wonderful. Mavis, Henry the Elephant. Henry's not an elephant, is he? Maybe. I don't know. No, that's just a mistake on their part. It should be called Henry and the Elephant, but they screwed up. Percy's Promise, James Goes Buzz Buzz, and All at Sea. Interesting selection of stories. You got mostly Season 3, a couple of Season 1, a couple from Season 2, and one from Season 4. There's all that down there. If we open it up here, we have I hate that I don't want to say squished up version of the poster art because another YouTuber already says that, but it's basically just the poster art, scrunched down onto a disc. I like that they have the yellow rim around it. That's pretty cool. So that's all for the DVD. We do have a VHS to look at, but it's not that glamorous. This is my childhood tape. I lost the sleeve for it probably 10 plus years ago. So we just have the tape to look at. It is the blue version, which was made to promote Thomas and the Magic Railroad. So it's not all that special or anything. It's just a stock standard tape. Oh. I don't know what that is. Probably drew that on when I was a little kid, but yeah. So overall, I'm going to fix this a little bit. Oh, it's shining on Edward. There we go. So I don't really think we need to change this release that much, because the episodes on here were voted on by kids. So we don't really need to keep continuity that much. I mean, we could put these on episode order. So if I grab the case again. It would go Terrence the Tractor, Thomas and Bertie's Great Race, Old Iron, Percy's Ghostly Trick, Percy's Promise. I think The Trouble with Mud is next. Then Mavis, then James Goes Buzz Buzz, All at Sea, I think. I think that's the order for those two. And Henry and the Elephant. So if you really want to be a continuity Nazi, then we can do that, but I don't think that's really necessary here because there's no, like, two-part stories. I mean, Terrence the Tractor and Thomas and Bertie kind of are, but not really that much, so it doesn't really matter, but yeah, you still got a lot of really good stories on here, especially Percy's Ghostly Trick. One of my favorite episodes. So, yeah, I don't remember if I touched on this earlier, but if you're confused why it's called 10 Years of Thomas, basically in 1999, this was made to celebrate 10 years of Thomas in America. So it came to America in January of 1989 on Shining Time Station. However, my camera's kind of off-center. Let me zoom in a little bit. There we go. That went off the air in 96 or 97, I believe. Sorry, there are motorcycles going by. But yeah, I assume they put this out in 2005 to celebrate the 60th anniversary because this is kind of a celebratory release. But if you really analyze it, it doesn't make any sense. Why would you put this out in 2005 when Thomas had been in America for, what is that, 16 years, I think? If my math is correct. Correct. I was going to say correct and right, but I believe that is correct. I'm glad we got it on DVD, but it doesn't make any sense. But it's still a great release nonetheless. Whoever came up with this idea, whether it be Bert Allcroft or somebody at Anchor Bay, they did a really awesome job. What's really cool about this release is that in between the stories, you don't get the name boards, which are still cool, but you actually get, like, intermission scenes, kind of a bunch of kids on the Strasburg Railway in Pennsylvania. So, basically, somebody's interviewing the kids, and they're talking about their favorite characters and stories, and it's really cool. You get to see a bunch of, like, real-life trains, and it's all filmed at Dale with Thomas, which is awesome. You get to see a bunch of the old merchandise, too. Like, you get to see some Erdls, you get to hear some... Or you get to see some Erdls. I don't know if I said that. You get to see Erdls. You get to see some old Tommy stuff. You get to hear parents say names like Coldy and Scarloey, which is cool because I assume kids these days don't even know who they are, let alone parents. But anyways, yeah, it's just really cool. This is one of the most... I would say this is one of the most creative Thomas releases ever, whether that be in the US, UK, Australia, Mexico, whatever. I think this is a extremely well done, or a very well done release. I absolutely love it. So yeah, I would recommend you pick this up. I mean, all these stories on other releases, this isn't really special. It's special. It doesn't contain like lost episodes or anything. It's just a celebration of Thomas in America, so that's cool. What's also a really cool thing to mention is that when they transition from the intermission scenes to the stories, you get to hear Mr. Conductor's whistle, which is really cool. It's like the I do a really bad job, but if you've seen Shining Time Station, that's what it is. But anyways, I'm rambling here. I tend to do that a lot. But anyways, that's all from me. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I'm hoping we're going to get back onto the Saturday schedule. I'm thinking we are, because I've kind of worked out a algorithm of getting these out on time. But anyways, next week we're taking a look at Thomas and the Really Brave Engines. Kind of a mouthful, kind of a strange release as well, but I think it's going to be pretty fun. So, that's all from me. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you next week.